Say that again?
Most points ever scored in an SEC game.
For LSU or just period?
For LSU.
Okay.
We'll open it up to questions for the players.
Yeah, Hailey, for you, just what it looked like your mentality, just your aggression level was high. Just how would you describe your mindset coming into the game and just where you were at?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just decided to be myself. And, you know, my teammates have been encouraging me to. My coaches have been encouraging me to. So I was finally able to, you know, find that.
It seemed like there was more, maybe more, Hailey, there was more interaction with you and Poa playing at the same time. Maybe you playing shooting guard, something like that. Just talk about how you thought the guard rotations worked today.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've wanted Poa to get in the game a little bit more. And, you know, she came with a good mindset today. She played hard. She played defense. She was Poa, and that allows me to move to the 2 and get some 2. But also when we were in together, I think we did a great job of, sometimes when she was in, I would bring the ball up and still play the 1. And I think if we can continue to build on that, it'll make us really dangerous because we can play really fast. And it's hard to guard us in transition. So I think if we can continue to use that to our advantage, it's going to help us.
Hailey, you said you decided to be yourself. Have you not felt like yourself lately? And what what kind of player are you, and what kind of player do you want to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously I haven't been completely myself. I've had moments, but I think mostly what I'm trying to say is I've been inconsistent. I've had games where I'm myself, and then the next game I don't play like myself, and that's on me. Like, that's not on anyone besides me. It's my job to bring it every game, and I've accepted that responsibility, and it's time to move forward. And it's not even, today I scored. It's not even about that. I think. Like, the rebounds is what I think showed, like, my aggression. Like, I went into rebound, and I played defense, and I had energy. And so I don't even care about the points. I think it's mostly just, like, the attitude and the competitiveness that I can bring to the table. It'll help our team. Like, I have to bring it, or we're not going to reach our potential. So it's on me to continue to do that.
This is for both players. There seemed to be a passion the way y'all played today, almost an anger, just every loose ball you wanted, every rebound you wanted to get, a lot of body banging. Just, I guess, from losing 2 games and the commitment to defense, what was the last couple of days of practice like, and how did it transfer to the game? Because it looked like you just weren't going to lose for a lack of effort.
I mean, that's the difference between winning games and losing games, is diving for those loose balls, getting those loose rebounds, and hustling and playing hard. So that's kind of really what we focused on in practice: defense, effort, play hard, play hard, play hard. Because if you don't, you're coming out. And I don't think anybody wants to sit down. So, I mean, the biggest thing is play hard and play fast and play aggressive and be disciplined and come out on top.
Yeah, I would agree. I think, I just think the competitiveness to fight. Every game, everyone is going to give us their best shot, and everyone wants to play us, and the stands are always going to be packed. So us just taking on that challenge and not running from it anymore, I think is the key.
One question each for the both of you. Hailey, for you, I guess when you're a transfer and you join a team like this that does have some established starters and some players that kind of know what their role. How hard is it for a new player to come in and, to your point, find their role and try to be themselves amongst a team that does have some things established? And then, Mikaylah, for you, I think there was like 18 combined jumpers today between jumpers and three-pointers. So just talk about this team's ability today to kind of hit the jump shot, the outside shot, and how that was able to keep you guys obviously very offensively fluid today.
Yeah, I think for me, it's very rare in the women's game that you see someone like me and Anissa transfer to a better team. So I think it's a little bit unprecedented, and we just got to put one foot in front of the other. And I think you have to lean into the people that have been here, and just accept the challenge. I think it's about mental toughness and true competitiveness and knowing who you are and self-confidence. And I think if you can just, my motto for this year has been like, take one step every day, take one step every day. And sometimes I have bad games, but the next morning I'm going to get up, I'm going to take another step, and I'm going to come to practice and hopefully have a great practice. So it's hard, but, you know, that's why I came here. I wanted to be pushed. I wanted to be challenged. So, you know, I'm getting what I asked for. Can't complain.
Got time for a couple more for the players.
And
Mikaylah have a question?
Mikaylah had a
Yeah. I think we have a lot of 3-level scorers, and the jump shot is just one of those levels that most of all of the team can score on. So I feel like as long as we're consistent on that level, then the games go well.
To both the players, you see Poe at practice every day, but did she show some offensive stuff tonight that if she's a little more aggressive, like driving to the hoop and what she did, that can help you guys moving forward?
Absolutely. We see that from Poa every day in practice. We just have to push her a little bit more to actually showcase that in the game. So I'm just proud she felt comfortable enough and able enough to go in and get those buckets and do what she did today.
Yeah, I agree.
Mikaylah, I know you had one in particular that you were pumped about in the assist. I think it was to Angel underneath the basket. But you know, obviously people know you can score. It's something that you feel comfortable doing. But as you kind of progress throughout this season, how much pride do you take in being able to kind of dish it out when teams start to focus on you, especially beyond the three-point line?
All right. I think it's just a good thing that my game is kind of diverse. So when people sag off and sometimes overhelp on Angel, then leave that other post player open, just my ability to see the floor and see the open person is one of the good things about my game.
All right, thank you, girls.
Thank you.
All right, questions for Coach?
Hey, Coach. The Florida coach talked about y'all's perimeter defense really bothering them. Obviously, that's been a point of emphasis for you. Just how much progress did you see throughout the week, and how do you feel like y'all did in that aspect today?
We did have good perimeter defense today. I thought we had good post help when perimeter people, you know, attempted to get by us. The bye week helped us focus on us, and we didn't have to do scouting reports. We stayed in that film room as long as we needed to. We stayed on that floor as long as we needed to work on us. I thought 2 or 3 things that we really emphasized was half-court defense and helping each other and being aggressive. We focused on transition defense and we focused on transition offense. And I thought we were better in all 3 today. And they shoot a lot of threes. And I think they only made 4. Korea, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, so I hope they'll forgive me, but she leads the league in scoring, and you hold her to half her average. Well, so then you look at shot attempts. Well, did she get half her average, but she shot a bunch? Not at all. She didn't get but 11 attempts. So when we go back and look at film, we're going to be looking at, is that because of us? So you see it in us. I thought the proudest moment I had today was we're up 40 in the 4th quarter, and I think it was Angel went for a loose ball out of bounds and then flipped it here, and then Morrow flips it back over her head, and it's knocked around here, and we're getting on the floor for it. When you can give that kind of effort in the 4th quarter and not the 1st quarter, I think you're getting your message through.
Coach, kind of playing off that, I know you've been big on communication defensively, and you're going to be able to see this on the film maybe after the fact, but kind of in real time, where do you feel like that was today, especially on the defensive end, and kind of that help defense that you were referring to?
Well, it's hard to hear it in transition with it, you know, the crowd. It's hard. All I can do is watch body language and see if they're communicating in some way. you got to communicate. And I've got a group that hasn't played many years together. And so they have to communicate. And I can hear it better when you're in front of our bench, but it was better as well. It was better. And even though I couldn't hear it, just the coverage was better. We just didn't, we hustled from foul line to foul line as post players. That's where a lot of your breakdown will come in transition defense, is that we have to cover for post players sometimes, and then when we're down there, then they'll pop it back out or they cross court pass it to the 3, and we're down here worrying about a post player because our post didn't get down the floor. So we focused on post play, running from foul line to foul line, because I really believe when you break down this game, men or women, I think games are won from foul line to foul line. Who runs the most and the fastest the greatest number of times through the course of a game usually wins.
Coach, what did you see from Poa, and where did that confidence come from for today?
She'd probably tell you, you left me on the floor when I made a mistake, but she didn't make many mistakes. She had 4 turnovers, but probably just that week off and people talking to her on our staff. We need the Poa from last year. If we get the Poa from last year and that kind of production, then it will allow Hailey to go to the off guard to relieve Mikaylah and to relieve Flagey, and so we got that today. And Poa wanted that, and so it was good. It was good.
Coach, the guard play was outstanding today. If you can get like this good of guard play like the remainder of the season, do you sense momentum, that championship degree is back?
The championship degree, it hasn't gone anywhere, y'all. We are 19-4. Stop the negative stuff. Where was this program 2.5 years ago? We are 19-4. We're relevant. We're in the conversations. You're going to lose games. And why are we losing games? You're losing it for multiple reasons. I mean, we're relevant. I hope we get on a roll like we did last year. But if you remember, we lost a game in the SEC tournament. It's just the game. The game is good, and I think Hailey said it best. We're getting everybody's best shot, and that's going to make you better. Even in losses, it's going to make you better.
You guys had 59 rebounds. They had 34. Was that more of just aggressiveness or something you saw this week?
I think it's more of what we did defensively, where they may have been shooting a lot of long shots, because they do shoot the ball a lot from the perimeter, the 3, and they had a lot of misses. It's been a long time since I've looked at a scouting report and we held our opponents underneath 39.9% shooting. And today it was 35-3. And so when you're giving them one shot and you're rebounding, it allows us to work on us. We can take off and run in transition. And it wasn't like we did a lot of rebounding drills. You have to be smart in doing how many of those every day, because you see a turned ankle, you can see somebody coming off. We worked on the things that we needed to, and I think it was very evident today.
Yeah, Coach, you've mentioned before that Angel can lead the team in assists on any given game. Today she did. What does that really tell you about her game?
Just tells me, my first year coaching her, do you guys all remember everybody swarmed Angel like ants do to bread? Every time she touched the ball, there'd be 2 or 3 people around her, right? You don't see that anymore, do you? Because she has talent around her now. And so Angel's going to pick you apart and find you when she used to be doubled and triple teamed. And now that she is kind of down there in one-on-one coverage sometimes, she can get some better looks. But she would love to go back and be doubled and triple teamed and find her teammates. She loves assist.
Coach, what was the key for Hailey tonight? How did she score a season high tonight? How did she look so comfortable and confident?
Reed, I think she said it best. She got to quit worrying about negative people. These young kids, they read too much crap, okay? And she's human, and she wants to please her teammates. She wants to please her coaches. She wants everybody to like her. Well, welcome to the real world, Hailey. It doesn't work that way. Be you. Do you. And I think she tried to say that without being as blunt as I am. And she was relaxed out there. She just wants to win. She wants to come here and do things she's never done as a part of a program that's very visible. And POA helped with that today by being on the floor more. The rotation of players that I was moving in and out helped with that today. She was very productive. Hailey probably, and Flage probably, I don't even know the minutes they played, but it wasn't even in the 30s. And they were very productive.
Got time for a couple more questions.
Hey there, Kim. On a related note, and Hailey mentioned this briefly, do you see any significance to Hailey and Morrow when you're looking for a big response game? They were both very, very productive in the same game, at this juncture of the season.
I probably don't focus on that much. I'm looking at just every little thing and every person out there, but because they're older and been in college, 3 and 4 years, they're probably more calm. And, Morrow shooting the 2 threes today, that's Morrow's game. It's just our style of play. She doesn't get to go out there as much, but she has the green light to do it. But that kid, she did have 20 rebounds at her size. And I thought Aaliyah was good. I thought Aaliyah's minutes were productive. I thought Janae's minutes were productive. Janae went in and maybe didn't get that rebound, but she kept it alive for somebody else to get it. So her minutes were productive. I thought our bench was very productive today.
Back to Morrow, except her size or lack of size, so supposedly. It seemed like today's game was her type of game where when she gets physical, bodies are flying, and she likes it that way. And just the way she plays today and get 20 rebounds.
I coached one other undersized post player that could do things like that, Nina Davis at Baylor. They would look like somebody threw a bowling ball down there with 3 of them knocked out in one play in front of our bench. And so then we got caught in transition, and I thought, how are we going to stop this from happening? I live with that. That's just effort. That's just getting it. She got knocked down one time in front of our bench, and she tried to get up, and she hit the girl again, and then Angel got a piece of her on the way down. Angel wasn't going to let that girl do that to her teammate. Y'all probably didn't see it, did you? Huh? Okay? It was like, you just did that to my teammate. I'm going to give you a body check right here. Not dirty. That's just, I got your back, teammate. And that's how you build what you ask about as you go down this road in February. It's just good team chemistry.
Finished up here with Corey.
Kim, I guess specifically, what did you just like best about, Poa orchestrating the offense, Hailey sliding over, and whether it was Flage on the wing or Mikaylah, just kind of what did you like about just kind of how they fed off of each other today, played off of each other, and just your confidence level and in your guards being able to carry this through the remainder of the season?
It was a lot smoother. Things seemed to be a lot smoother. Guards took a lot of heat the last game. They took a lot of heat from people, from what they tell me. And no competitor wants to take that kind of stuff fairly or not. So guess what? In this game, you got another chance. And I thought you saw a team today that they were bringing it. They brought it today, and it wasn't smooth. It started out kind of rough, but what they brought today was just intensity, was just a fire in their belly defensively, just a toughness. I was very pleased at how they responded.
All right, thank you guys.